Ladies and gentlemen, there is a warning on this video. If you have not seen Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, you need to go watch it. Topics will be discussed in this video about the plot and the twist at the end. So turn back if you do not want spoilers.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the movie, get out here. Go see it. Scram.
Go.
Get. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to The Explosive Show, and today we're going to be talking about Fantastic Beasts: Crimes of Grindelwald, which I am excited for because I like talking about movies and theories.
We got popcorn. We got Gellert up there.
We got Gellert. We got popcorn. We got Indy. We got Mr. Jones. We got all of it, and I don't mean Counting Crows. I mean Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones. Yeah. Let's
get into it.
That's her brother?
I think that might have been the best moment of my life.
So let's talk about the characters in the Crimes of Grindelwald. First of all, let's talk about Newt. I think that in the first one he had a much bigger role. In this one, he's kind of toned down a little bit. It's more like Albus and Gellert.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I liked him in the first one a lot, though. Like he was Eddie Redmayne did top-notch job. He was funny. He was like awkward. His like weird gallop he does, like his run is cool. How it kind of is unique.
Yeah.
His whole outfit, his hair, how it's kind of messy.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you that he's definitely not. He's the main character, but he's not as main of a character in the second one. Like there's more main characters than just him. And I do kind of like that, how it follows, like, multiple storylines.
Yeah.
How it goes from, like, Lita to Newt to Tina and Jacob and Gellert. Like, I like all the different storylines that they kind of incorporate in there. Theseus, that's his name, correct?
Theseus, yeah. So, I want to also talk about, specifically Gellert Grindelwald and Albus Dumbledore and how their relationship is kind of portrayed in the movie. What were your thoughts?
I liked it. I liked how it kind of explained how they couldn't attack each other because of a blood pact.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of good. How that's like the reason, because you always wonder like, well, why didn't Dumbledore just like kill him or take him to jail? Because come on, he's Dumbledore, destroy everybody. I like how they kind of incorporated like why he didn't and why he can't until so on and so forth until they destroy it. So I'm excited for that.
I also very much liked how they didn't flat out say that Dumbledore was in love with him, but it was heavily like portrayed, and the lore has been told that Dumbledore was in love with Grindelwald, but it wasn't like they didn't come out and just flat out tell you that in the movie.
It wasn't like it was like bro love.
No, yeah.
It was like man love.
Then Lita Lestrange was first time in the movie. We saw the picture of her in Fantastic Beasts 1.
In Newt's briefcase, like near his shed. It's inside the briefcase full of stuff.
How do you think she was?
I thought she was pretty good. I thought she was actually really good.
She died.
She did die.
Like, she got the Snoke therapy, I thought.
I did too.
Important character, set up in the first movie, second movie, boom, dead.
Yeah, I agree with you on that point. I liked her as a character. I thought the actor did well. I don't know the name of the actor offhand, but I thought she did really well.
Yeah.
I thought she did good. The backstory was cool. How she killed her brother on accident and just wanted to get rid of it.
Corvus. Yeah.
Corvus the Strange. I like how she tried to get rid of him.
So, I also want to talk about the Tina and Queenie. Tina was not in this movie a lot.
She really wasn't. She was like, it was Newt. It was like she was super mad at Newt because she thought he was marrying Lita, because they're like a problem in the newspaper, which is funny because that happens. And it was actually his brother who was marrying.
It just
Lita.
said Scamander.
Yeah. And I kind of liked that, how it was like a mix-up. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't actually anything he did or she did. And she got mad at him and, like, didn't want to talk to him for a long time. And he ended up trying to, like, get her back. And I thought that was pretty cool. But I didn't really like how that was kind of the main thing that Newt and Tina were doing. Was, like, they were literally trying to get Jacob and Queenie back for, like, half the movie. And they had to follow the Lestrange to get there. Choking?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
I hear what you're saying, but let's talk about Queenie specifically. What do you think about the ending? Turn to the dark side, as it seems.
Yeah, like Darth Vader, like Anakin style, like good, super bad. It escalated so quickly. It was like she went from being like, oh, she's cute, she's funny, she's like Tina's sister, kind of a side character, likes Jacob.
Now she's like more of a main character.
Now she was probably one of the main character, like one of the 4 main characters in the movie. Because like I feel like they spent more time on her and Jacob, or at least as much time as they did with Tina and Newt.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of stuff where it was just her, like going through the town and like going through a bunch of different stuff. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Her like character arc is really cool.
Yes.
She went from like being really good and redeeming, and then back down terrible.
So, what would you get the character like development and how they were in the movie out of 10? Like, what would you give it?
Out of 10 overall? Well, before we do that, we can't just go past this movie and not talk about Johnny Depp.
Oh,
about
yes.
Grindelwald.
Great. I thought Johnny Depp was just going to be another Johnny Depp British guy.
Yeah. Yeah, like just British guy.
You only see Johnny Depp, but I saw Gellert Grindelwald when I saw him.
Yeah, it was, he did really, really good at it. Like, top notch.
Yeah.
Very good.
No, I agree.
He killed it. He did as good as he could on that. Good as he could.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I really liked how he did it, because again, I agree with you that I thought he was going to be like, oh, he might just be another British character that Johnny Depp plays, where he's just kind of drunk all the time and, like, makes weird jokes and,
Yes.
But no, he was, like, actually serious and, did, like, really well at acting in this one, and I actually really liked it.
Yeah. So, characters out of 10 overall, like, their arcs and stuff, what would you give them?
I would probably give him, like, 8.5.
I totally agree. I'm sitting at an 8.5. It was good. It could have been better, but not bad.
It was definitely good. It could have been a little better because they had a little too many characters at points.
Yes,
It got a little crowded, and it was kind of hard to follow sometimes. But other than that, it was like they were pretty much all like really good actors, and they were top notch.
Yeah, let's move on then.
Yeah.
The moment has come to take our rightful place in the world where we wizards were free. Join me or die.
Now let's get into the plot. I am excited because I like the plot of all the Harry Potter movies, and I like how they all kind of tie in together after like certain movies and they unveil things.
Yes.
And that happened with this movie as well. It happened with Credence at the end, which was the
Let's wait on that.
Let's wait on that before we get
That's
to
going to be the ending of this video.
But yeah, I like the general plot was great, how it was like they were trying to stop Grindelwald, and there was more Grindelwald in this one than in the last one.
Yeah, Grindelwald literally showed up for maybe 2 minutes of screen time in the last one.
Not even actually, because he was in literally the very
end. The very beginning and the very end.
Yes, and even at the beginning, they didn't really show him, they just showed the back of his head.
But you could argue that Percival Graves was Grindelwald the entire time.
But it doesn't, I don't count that.
I don't either.
Yeah, I really liked the plot, how, like, Grindelwald, I love how at the beginning, how he was able to change, or transfigure.
Abernathy, yeah.
Yeah.
In the carriage. The escape scene was magnificent.
It was great, how it was, like, in the dark, like, rain, and it was spotless. It was fantastic. I loved it.
So, one of the big plot points for me, I don't know if anybody else thought of this as a big plot point, was Grindelwald taking that house in Paris in the beginning, and you see him not directly kill a child, but he gives the look. I was horrified at this.
You were horrified. I am not, because big tough. No.
I know, but that really shows how evil Grindelwald.
But it wasn't even him. It was just like it was like he gave the order, and it wasn't even like he directly gave it. He just kind of looked at it and then turned around and left, and the lady behind him was like, "Hey, I gotta get everyone."
Yeah.
And murdered it.
So, The plot overall, it was okay.
It was
a
good.
little congested at times.
It was like there was a little too much going on in different parts of the story.
Yes.
But overall, it was good.
Yeah, I was gonna give it out of 10, maybe a 7.5.
Oh, I was gonna give it like 8.5 to 9. I was gonna give it about the same character.
I was thinking it could have been a little bit better, but there were some things that you could have gotten away with, like getting rid of maybe Yusuf Kama, that sort of thing.
he really didn't contribute to the story really that much at all.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of contributed a little bit to Lita's backstory. Like
Yes.
but even then, you could have just not had Lita's backstory or had Yusuf in there at all, and it would have just been completely
That kind
the
of
same.
bogged it down a little bit for me. And one of the disappointments why I'm not rating it higher is because I thought Nicholas Flamel was going to be a little bit bigger, have a little bit of a bigger role.
Yeah, you really wanted Nicholas Flamel to be in there a lot.
Yeah, we never.
I liked the amount that he was in there. I didn't think he was in there for too much, but I thought he was in there just enough.
Agree to disagree?
Sure, I guess.
All right. Let's move on to the twist at the end.
Yeah.
It's
You wouldn't have to pick a side.
No, I don't do sides.
What are you gonna do?
I think it's something.
Mute. You never met a monster you couldn't love.
Credence Barebone is not Credence Barebone.
I forget his last name's Barebones sometimes.
I know, he's adopted.
Yeah.
All that.
But yes, Credence.
My mind is blown.
Really?
Aurelius Dumbledore.
I don't believe him.
No, I don't either. I agree.
That's kind of what we agreed on when we finished watching the
Yes.
movie. Was we don't believe that Aurelius Dumbledore even exists. Like, come
No.
on, you would have heard about it in one of the other books.
And Dumbledore
it doesn't
never
make
mentions him. And if you actually look at the timeline of the Dumbledore family, it does not line up because Credence is about 1920 in this movie. Would you say?
He's probably like 20, 21.
Yeah, and
He's about Harry's age in the last movie.
Yes.
He's like 18, 19.
So the thing is, Albus's father died in prison,
Yeah.
and his mother never remarried. So it would have to be like his mother also died as well, very early on too. So that would have to mean that his father like had a baby with somebody in prison. It just doesn't add up.
And it also doesn't add up how the fact of Credence would have been on that boat that was in the ocean. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like how how you wouldn't know that there was a Dumbledore on that boat. That
Yeah.
you would have known there was another Dumbledore baby, and that also means that there would have been 3 other Dumbledore children that were there because they're all older than he was, except for the daughters also would have been older than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so literally everybody in the Dumbledore family would have been older than him, so they would have all been on that boat, and you would have seen all of them, and there was nobody else in that room except for the mom, and that just doesn't add up with Dumbledore.
I think we both agree that it's probably just Grindelwald getting the Obscurial on his side.
He's getting like super powerful magic thing that can kill Dumbledore.
So what do you think about the twist? Like, what would you give it out of 10? Like, based on like the "I am your father" moment of movies.
Well, that's pretty high up to compare it
but,
to
like,
them.
yes.
I know what you mean though.
Like the twist moment in a movie. I would
Yeah.
give this maybe a 7 because it's a good twist, believe me. But I think
It could have been better.
I can see that it's Grindelwald lying.
Yeah. It just, if you look at some of the other facts of like the other books and like cross-reference with other knowledge you have, it just doesn't add up. Like it doesn't make sense. Why you would be on the boat, why Dumbledore and everybody else would never have talked about it, why it just doesn't make any sense. So I think it would be, I think it's not true. I would give out of 10, what would you give it?
I said 7. That
Okay.
was my
I would give it probably like a 7.5, 8.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, let's get into our final thoughts and everything.
Now we're gonna be talking about theories for this movie. I don't have any left because the one I had was that Aurelius Dumbledore is a lie, but we talked about that already. So moving on to Ethan, do you have any?
Yes.
You'd like to share with the people of the
Yes, I do. So I know that this is going to be a 5-movie series, and the Blood Pact, they got it pretty early, wouldn't you agree? If it's a 5-movie series,
They got 2 movies in, so yeah.
So
I feel
think-
like I feel like that's gonna be third movie might be.
Third movie is gonna be. I think it's all about the pact and Grindelwald getting more followers. I think because he does say at the end of the second one or near the final act that they need to spread the word. You know, and with the death of that one follower. Remember, the Or shoots the follower?
Yeah.
Yes. I think that's going to be a pivotal point in getting Grindelwald more followers. So I think he's going to almost have an army by the end of the series.
But the thing was, it was a setup, because if you remember, if you look
No. He wants publicity, if I can talk.
I know, but do you remember the person, I can't remember his name, it may be Abernathy, he's the guy you switched places with at the beginning of the movie. He was the guy who shot that girl in the crowd. He was wearing the Auror's outfit and he was hiding in the crowd with him. Yeah. And he walked up behind him and shot the girl.
No,
so it made it look
she reached for his wand.
Yeah.
And he pulled it out and shot her.
Yeah.
So this is also genius stuff by Grindelwald.
Yeah, right?
Like, he is the Hitler of the magic world. He
is, and I like that as well that they showed World War II and like Jacob was like not another war.
Yeah, that was really good. So,
super cool.
Final thoughts on the movie. I think it was bogged down by the characters and all of the stories, but it was good. It was a good setup movie for the third one. Because I feel like this was more of a setup movie.
It was all backstory and setup stuff, and then it leads into like the next movie, which is like because they got the blood pact at the end. And then the blood pact at the end is like how they're gonna go into the next movie. It was like setting them up for the next movie.
I think there will be a considerable time jump from this one to the third one because there was about 6 months in between the first one and the second one.
Yeah.
So I think there might be a year or two between.
A longer. So you think you're just gonna grow in like 6 months every time?
I don't think it's gonna be another Star Wars like 3 years because every Star Wars is 3 years apart.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
I don't know.
So, Blood Pact will be the main, mark my words, it will be the main thing. So, final thoughts on the movie, we got them. Overall, out of 10, what would you give this movie?
Overall, at 10, I really liked it.
Yes,
because I liked it was a darker note than the first one. Got some good story stuff going in there. I give it like a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10? I'm going to go a half down. 8.5 out of 10 because I think it could have been better in spots with the plot. So yeah, overall a good movie.
Overall a great movie.
Yeah.
And go
good second movie. If they
really
stay like this, it's gonna be a great series.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
sure.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Explosive Show, this Theory Time episode. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you later. I've been Ethan.
I'm Xander.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ethan here.
And Xander.
And we're just reminding you to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications.
Also, hit that like button, comment down below, and all that good jangling stuff.
Yeah, for new episodes of The Explosive Show every week. We'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Check it out. What's it all about? Work it out. Let's turn this